Maxim Naumov, From Tragedy to Olympic Ice, A Story of Love, Resilience and Hope. Milan Cortina. On February 10, 2026, American
Maxim
figure skater
Naumov,
Maxim Naumov made his
men's
Olympic debut
senior
at the Winter
skater.
Games in Milan Cortina, in a performance that transcended sport, becoming one of the most emotional moments of these games. At 24 years old, Naumov stepped onto the Olympic ice carrying something heavier than Olympic hopes, a legacy of love and loss. A year earlier, his parents, Vadim Naumov and Evgenia Shishkova, both former world champion figure skaters and his lifelong coaches, were killed in a tragic plane collision near Washington, D.C., that claimed 67 lives, including many from the skating community. A moment of meaning. Skating to Chopin's Nocturne No. 20, Naumov delivered one of the strongest short program performances of his career, scoring 85.65 points and advancing to the free skate. But the meaning of his performance went far beyond numbers. At the end of his routine, Naumov slid to a stop on his knees and looked upward, a gesture that moved many in the crowd and watching around the world. In the kiss and cry area moments later, he held up a childhood photo of himself with his parents and kissed it, a touching tribute that became one of the most talked about images of the early games. "It felt like I was guided by them today," Naumov said afterward, describing how he felt his parents' presence at every glide and turn on the ice. Grief transformed into purpose. Naumov didn't always know how he would return to the sport after such a devastating loss. In the weeks after the crash, he described wanting to just rot and struggled to even lace up his skates. But over time he found healing through skating and through the support of his extended skating family, including former students of his parents and close friends who helped him find purpose again. He eventually took over his parents' youth skating program and began coaching other skaters, a symbolic passing of the torch that helped him reconnect with the sport and with the dreams they had shared since he first stepped on ice at age 5. Qualifying for the Olympics was another emotional milestone. Naumov earned his Olympic spot by finishing third at the 2026 U.S. Figure Skating Championships earlier in January, a moment he described not just as his achievement, but as ours, a collective dream he had discussed with his parents. A message of love, not fear. Naumov's story is more than a story of athletic achievement. It's about resilience, love, and choosing courage over fear, a message he emphasized in interviews surrounding his Olympic journey. He has spoken about the idea that the only way out is through, urging people to find strength in love and support, even when life feels unbearable. His Olympic skate wasn't just a performance. It was a tribute to a family legacy that continues to inspire those around him. Naumov's calm composure and emotional openness reminded many that even in the face of unimaginable loss, the human spirit can find ways not only to survive but to shine. As he prepares for the free skate later in the week, Naumov's presence on the ice stands as a powerful reminder that behind every athlete is a human story, one shaped by heartbreak, by hope, and by the people who believed in them most.
The best way to take that out is to just train, to just work, because that's energy.
Oh yeah, I always dreamed of being in the Olympics.
Well, that dream has come true. You're headed to the Olympics, Max.